Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to my channel. 欢迎今天又来到我的频道，这是班尼。Let me introduce 台新 Dreamers Import Players, Anthony Tucker and Jerry Young. First of all, thank you guys for coming. First thing I want to know, this is your second year playing for the Dreamers, right? So how do you guys feel about Taiwan right now? How does it compare to life in your home?
It has its differences, you know. I kind of like it here. It's more peaceful here.
It's more peaceful here?
I mean, yeah, we got a steakhouse now, steaks and
right.
stuff like that. Mostly here, rice and noodles. So it's like kind of a different culture change. Hot pot, you know. Never really not have hot pot and stuff like that. Seafood and hot pot, pretty decent. Taichung is nice. Changhua is pretty cool.
Changhua is really cool. Okay, how do you feel?
I like it. I definitely enjoy being in Taiwan. Spend a lot of time in Taipei.
You don't look like you're an import player.
No, I feel like I know how to get around and stuff, so it's comfortable for me. Especially this year with the P League, like there's so much more like media attention and stuff. Like,
for sure.
Last year was cool with Fuguan joining the ABL and stuff too, because there's two teams in Taiwan. Before that, like nobody really knew what the ABL was. It's been cool this year.
So speaking of P League, before it was ABL, and then you guys travel, you know, Hong Kong, and then Vietnam, Bangkok and stuff, and then now you're back home, but right now you guys are only traveling Taiwan.
I think it's very competitive. Now that it's, you know, two imports can play and one in the fourth quarter, you have to take a different mindset. But I mean, other than that, I like the league.
You like the
media attention is good. I think it's gonna blow up in the next 5 years.
Like Jaren's saying, I like how competitive it is. I like not having to travel to other countries. It was cool, like it's cool to go to other countries and see other countries and stuff, but the amount of time that we spent traveling was crazy. It's nice here, like being able to just hop on the bus for an hour and a half, stay at the same hotel that we stayed at before, so you kind of have like familiarity with the different places and stuff. Like you know the areas, you know what food is going to be there. It made it a lot easier, I think, for us.
So besides Changhua, what court do you guys like to play the most right now? Any court that you guys feel like, oh, this is a court I'm gonna blow off my game?
I think everyone enjoys playing Fuguan because you're in Taipei, so it's like the stuff around it. It's like eating, you know, before and after the game and stuff.
Right.
Like the one game we played in Hsinchu was so cold. That was the coldest I've ever been playing basketball.
Because it's so-called windy city?
Yeah, that was tough. All the courts, all the arenas are nice and stuff.
So Jaren, before you played in ABL for Singapore, right? So how do you compare these two cities?
Taiwan, mostly people speak Mandarin, but there, like everybody speaks English, so it wasn't hard to like get around.
Communicate and then ask people around. Yeah.
I feel like I learned a lot more of the language here.
But Tucker, you play a lot more teams than Jaren, right? Macau, Bangkok, China for 2 years. Any cities that you remember?
Bangkok was really cool. It was really easy to live there. Like it was like a gated community with like its own restaurants, its own shopping mall. Everyone that lived in there was American or like Australian.
Okay, so pretty much all foreigner.
It was like a bubble, so it's pretty similar to home.
Right.
And then we had 6 Americans on our team. It didn't really feel much different. Our team this year is really unique and stuff, so it makes it really easy.
You feel more comfortable with it.
Yeah. China was different because we literally played every other day. You'd play on Monday, Tuesday you'd travel, Wednesday you'd play, Thursday you'd travel, Friday you'd play. We didn't have free time to do stuff, which was cool because it was only like a 3-month season.
I know NBO is a lot shorter than other leagues. So I kind of want to ask you guys about college days, but they're not that familiar with you guys playing in college. University of Iowa, right? And then you play in Wright State. Any big names or big teams you guys played against? Cincinnati? Yeah.
Georgetown for 2 years.
We played Texas when Texas was #1 in the country. It was like Avery Bradley.
Okay. Did Avery Bradley try to guard you at that time?
Yep, he did guard me that game. I mean, he was a great defender. It was tough. It was a tough game. Obviously played Michigan State, so I played Draymond Green. They had a really good team. The Big Ten was really competitive at that time.
So I want to talk about a little bit about sneakers. Jaren, so right after the high school, you played 2 years in JUCO. Did JUCO sponsor you any sneakers, or do you have to get your own?
Actually, we did. We had team shoes.
Okay.
We also can kind of wear our own shoes.
You can have your own shoes?
Yeah, we had some LeBrons. Yeah, but I had wore Kobe's and Kevin Durant's.
Was it the team issued the Kobe's and KD's to you, or did you just?
We had to get them on our own.
Do you pick shoes?
Kind of wear like shoes that's comfortable for me.
Right.
I was wearing like Chris Paul's my first year.
I saw the Chris Paul when you play in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
The picture, the quality wasn't that good, and then there's a red stripe on the shoes. I noticed that was the Chris Paul.
So I kind of liked those because they was real comfortable. This year, like, I was telling him, like, he knew I liked the Chris Paul's too. So I'm like, I gotta find another shoe that's real comfortable. Like,
Right.
And I ended up coming across the Paul Georges.
This year, every game you wear the PG4s. You really love them,
One of my
right?
favorites to play in.
And then you wore the Jordan 34 the year before.
Year before, yeah. Those was the ones I liked the year before because I couldn't find no more Chris Paul.
Okay, so there was no Chris Paul, so you gotta rock something else. Have you tried a 35 yet?
I haven't tried 35.
Yeah, you don't seem like you switch shoes a lot every game. It's really opposite than Tucker. But do you stock up pairs?
I just bought like two pairs that's supposed to be coming to me shipping from the US. I was like, I had to get them before
Right.
they go out of stock.
But Tucker, as we mentioned, you wear different shoes. Recently, it's all Kobe's. Did the Kobe's sneakers mean something to you?
Yeah, I mean, Kobe was one of my favorite players. I think I was 8 or 9 when he came in the league.
Right.
Had Kobe posters on my wall. Every Kobe jersey.
From 8 to 24.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've always worn Kobe's. It's tough that they're hard to find now.
They are very expensive right now.
Especially some of them. You can't even wear. You bought them, but you can't even wear them.
Yeah, funny story. I got my Kobe 8 when Kobe 11s came out, and then I found my Kobe 8s in Ross. Yeah, $50.
Shout out Ross.
Yeah, shout out to Ross. So you're still rocking the PG4, but PG5 came out, right?
I had a pair, I gave them to somebody else.
You don't like it already? Last year, I remember this. You guys played against Fubang. We were at Tunnel, and then you were carrying a Chinese New Year Jordan 13. This year, you dropped season high 44 points, right? Wearing the reverse panda Jordan 13.
Yeah.
Do you still rock the Jordan breaststrokes?
Yeah, I mean, I'll pretty much play in anything. The 13s are just really comfortable to me. They're a little bit heavy, but they're really comfortable.
Yeah, the leather, the upper is real comfortable.
Yeah, I have special insoles. Put my insoles in any shoe, they pretty much all feel the same.
Oh, really?
It just becomes a question of like weight and like
Right. And grip?
grip's been a big thing here. Like playing Italian, when we played Italian, the floor was brand new. Both Jared and I were having a really tough time stopping. I stopped on the sideline, and my foot just kept sliding. I actually stepped out of bounds.
So pretty much, you just pick whatever shoes you feel like today.
Or ask my girlfriend. My girlfriend's the biggest sneakerhead I know.
So biggest. Oh, okay. So she is a bigger sneakerhead than you.
So man, she puts me to shame. She knows everything about every shoe.
Does she buy you stuff, or like she just drags you to where a sneaker drop?
It's actually funny because we'll go get shoes together and stuff, and we look like that couple that's like standing there holding the same shoe. That's kind of like what we do for gifts. For her birthday, I got her the Sashiko 4s. So it's kind of cool because I'll be able to get her some stuff out here that she can't even get at home.
Because of the pandemic, a lot of release were postponed. Do you guys get plugs in Taiwan?
I want to Singapore.
Jeffrey and Jonathan. Those are my plugs. No, there's been a few people that have reached out to me asking if I wanted certain stuff. I'll pay for stuff that I want. For like resellers, I'm not gonna pay
Crazy price.
I'm not gonna pay crazy prices. I'll pay like
fair.
I'll pay like what StockX.
So in high school, you were on the finalist for Minnesota Mr. Basketball. Did you start receiving anything, like personal sponsor you, like some crazy cake?
Yeah. That year, our AAU team was sponsored by Adidas, and I went to all the All-American camps. So Adidas started sending us, they would send us shoes throughout the season.
Right.
But they started sending me, like, I had different shoes than like my teammates. It was kind of awkward because like a box would come and there'd be, boxes of shoes for our team, but
Right.
like one would be marked special for me. Like I remember I got a pair of Crazy 8s, all silver, and said like Super 64 on them.
Wow.
Super 64 tournament that we played in. Throughout the year, I just kept getting like almost like PE colorways. I mean, I wasn't the only person getting them. Like obviously they were sending them out to the different players throughout the country. So that was cool because like I would wear those like in big games. Like we'd have a tournament one weekend, tournament the next weekend.
Right.
The camp would be that week in between. So like they knew I was doing different stuff.
Jaron, I saw you rocking the Olympic 97 yesterday.
Yeah, I got the 97s on.
Yeah, you got a 97s on today too.
Yeah, one of my favorite shoes of all time.
One last question. So in the Dreamers, who do you guys think is the sneakerhead, the sneaker king in the team? This guy, without hesitation.
No, we actually have a lot of guys like Derek King. They know a lot about shoes and stuff. But actually, you know what? Our older guys too, like Amigo.
This is my first time seeing him rocking the Kobe's.
Yeah.
He usually rock with the KDs. 敏哥
He's always got like some like customized like Nike ID Gary.
磊哥 yeah.
Like he walked in with like the Bruce Lee fives on, and then I had him too, and he was kind of like
How'd you get him?
Yeah.
Alright, so thank you guys for coming today. It's great talk. 那我们今天的访问就到这边了，谢谢两位洋将来。然后如果喜欢这个影片的话，记得帮我 hit the likes， 帮我分享出去。然后对他们还有别的问题的话，帮我在下面留言。喜欢的话记得订阅、按赞、追踪。Peace。